Hello, I'm Atu Jamir and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime at 9. Now, headlines. Union Minister of State of Science and Technology Dr. Jitendra Singh has said that the Northeast region will be a new engine for post-COVID economic development in the country. Switzerland Ambassador to India Dr. Ralph Hackner met Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot in Jaipur on October 18. During the meeting, they discussed the potential of future Swiss investments, digitalization and the need for resumption of direct flights between Zurich and Delhi to boost tourism. One of the private imaging centers in Delhi has become the first COVID-19 vaccination center for children in India. The center would cater to children above 2 years to 18 years and their vaccination process. The new children-friendly COVID-19 vaccination center has been given a catchy look and feel. Supreme Court will on Wednesday hear the case relating to October 3 violence in Lakhimpur Kheri, where 8 persons, including 4 farmers, were killed during a farmers' protest. Union Minister of State of Science and Technology Dr. Jitendra Singh has said that the Northeast region will be a new engine for post-COVID economic development in the country. He was speaking at the inaugural function of a national seminar on the topic developing bioeconomy for bioresources of Northeastern region of India on October 19 in Imphal. The seminar was organized by the Institute of Bioresources and Sustainable Development, Takebalt, Imphal. Speaking at the inaugural function, Dr. Jitendra Singh said that due to COVID-19 pandemic, economic conditions across the globe has been badly affected. He said that to ensure a viable economy and to be on track, contributions in many diverse fields of economy are necessary. He said that it is in this direction that the Northeast, which has rich bioresources, has a pivotal role in the revival of the country's economy. Further, the minister said bioresources should be the fuel for new engine for economic development. Integrated farming activities should also be encouraged to ensure economic growth and to achieve the target of doubling farmers' income by 2022. IBST has a key role in research and reaching out technologies to the farmers as well, he added. Dr. Jitendra Singh also launched IBSD ILS collaborative program on capacity building and training for young researchers of Northeast region and bioresources management and advanced biotechnology. He also handed over quality planting materials of sweet mandarin, strawberry and malbok to the farmers of Manipur. Also speaking at the function, Union Minister of State, External Affairs and Education Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh said there has been a huge potential of economic development through bioresources as Manipur falls under the Indo-Burma biodiversity hotspot. He said scientific research and outreach programs have been conducted throughout the Northeast by the IBSD. The ultimate purpose of research is to benefit people and therefore the IBSD should also work to serve the purpose, he added. Switzerland Ambassador Ralph Hackner met Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot on Monday. An official statement said it was a courtesy meeting during which the Chief Minister discussed the possibilities of mutual cooperation between Rajasthan and Switzerland. Gehlot said the state government will organize the Invest Rajasthan 2022 summit in Jaipur on January 20 next year. To encourage investment and the participation of Swiss investors is expected. Hackner praised Gehlot that due to the investment opportunities and efforts of the Rajasthan government towards enhancing ease of doing business, a positive message has gone to Swiss companies and investors, and they are showing interest to participate in the summit. As serious differences crop up internally between high ranks in the NSCR, the vice president of the group, Akato Chopi, has stated that the outfit is headed for a split. While declaration of the split was supposed to be made today, it was informed that on the request of the convener of the NNPG, Kito Vijimomi, the announcement has been put on hold and will be expected to be made in a few days. Interacting with media persons at Akato Chopi's residence in Hoito village, the MIP Kilonser AV Chopi informed that there has been internal problems since late 2020 and the convener of the NNPG, Kito Vijimomi, has asked to have this decision on hold as it is not the right time. An ASI member, Win Ho Ki-ho, also stated that it was more of the misuse of power and function. The members of the outfit further reiterated that if there was a split, the group would completely stick to the NNPG and the ceasefire agreement. Let's have a look at the details.
Aji tumakan kiba ekta declaration ladu kurubale thakse. Maybe as per the request of Kito Vijimomi, convener NNPG. Tayo itu lambra la 7 NNPG la sop tayo hibra convener ko gina se tayo bra ni special request ko gina. 2-3 days nimde lo por KDB ke bala do magina withhold tera KDB ko bra maybe after 2-3 days or maybe after a few days we may declare that or we may not, but as far as today is concerned, we have already kept on hold. If there's a meeting, that was the meeting.
As you have told just now, because of NKTV, convener of NNPG, he asked to differ for a couple of days. That is why we are just holding it back now.
And then
maybe we'll know in another couple of days. So, Aji declaration to Aji Kurgu Takishi. Whereas Aji declare bhi Kurgu Pari Umakan na. Holy bhi American public opinion bhi lagi. Aru NKTV Jimomi working group laga convener bra. All of tin ruki bhi. Korba Aji declaration jane. Nildu yadi American Naga kiman tribe ase sob aigena aji prarthana korina boy ase sob to ishor program me ase aro ami kubuli munja to apni kan bi ami kan garni prarthana kori dibi biya kubuli no laga kural no hoy hole bhal koribu karne kura ase mo ido jane rakhi aro ami kan government to split kura no hoy but we want to reform the government again mo kan ideology Mugan view the target to do is. Mugan pangalakan. Reform the reformation course.
Former Union Minister Pabul Supriyo, who resigned from the Bharatiya Janata Party and joined the All India Trinamool Congress, met Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla on October 19 and formally submitted his resignation as a PJP MP, saying that his heart is heavy as his political career began through the PJP. He said he had left political wholeheartedly if he is not a part of the party. He should not keep a seat for himself, said Supriyo.
আগেও অনেক দিয়েছি 21 বছর বয়সে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড চার্টারে কাজ করতাম তখনও স্ট্যান্ডার্ড চার্টার থেকে রিজাইন করে বম্বে পালিয়েছিলাম কেউ সাপোর্ট করেনি বাবা মাও করেনি ফ্যামিলিও করেনি বন্ধুরাও করেনি তো আমার যেখানে আমার মন যেটা চায় বা হৃদয় যেটা চায় আমার মনে হয় সেটা যেমন অন্যান্য মানুষের ডিসিশন নেওয়ার রাইট আছে যেটা তারা ঠিক মনে করে আমার নিজের জীবনের ডিসিশন আমি নিজে নিতে পছন্দ করি আর এর বেশি কিছু বলার নেই আর যে দলের হয়ে আমি যে সিট জিতেছিলাম থ্যাংক ইউ তুমি অ্যাকনলেজ করলে যে আমি লড়াই অনেক করেছিলাম জিতেছিলাম সেই দলে যখন আমি আর নেই তখন পার্লামেন্ট সিটটা ধরে রাখাটা আমার কাছে অনৈতিক মনে হয়েছিল সেই জন্য আমি ওটা থেকে রিজাইন করলাম না এটা আমি আপনাকে বলেই দিতে পারি যদিও দেখুন তৃণমূলে জয়েন করা খুব সিম্পল ব্যাপার আমি হোল হার্টেডলি পলিটিক্স ছেড়ে দিয়েছিলাম কিন্তু আমাকে দিদি বলেছিলেন যে আমি পাবলিক লাইফে ভালো কাজ করেছি দ্বিতীয়বার জিতেছি আমার পাবলিক লাইফ থেকে অবসর নেওয়া উচিত না অনেকটা রিটায়ার্ড হার্ট টাইপের হচ্ছিল তো অবসর নেওয়া উচিত না বাংলায় এসে বাংলার মানুষের জন্য কাজ করা উচিত বাস এরপরে ওইটাই একটা গান গাইতেও বলেছেন মন খুলে কাজ করতে বলেছেন মন খুলে তো যখন এই পার্টিতে ছিলাম ওই পার্টি ট্রোল করতো, যখন এই পার্টিতে রয়েছে অন্য পার্টি ট্রোল করতো, তো এগুলো আমাকে বিশেষ ছোঁয় না। আমার মন যেটা চেয়েছে রিজাইন করেছি, এবং বাংলার জন্য যদি কাজ করতে পারি, যদি আমাকে দল সে দায়িত্ব দেয়, তাহলে নিশ্চয়ই করবো। আসানসোল আমার জন্য খুব স্পেশাল একটা জায়গা। আমি জানি আজকে হয়তো আমার অনেক কুশপুত্তলিকা ইত্যাদি চালানো হবে বিজেপির তরফ থেকে, সেটাও ফেয়ার ইনাফ, আমি কিছু বলবো না। বাট আসানসোল আমার জন্য স্পেশাল। আমি বাংলার কাজ যখন করব তখন সবসময় নির্লজ্জভাবে হলেও আসানসোলের প্রতি আমার একটা আলাদা এই 2.5 বছর কেন তার পরবর্তীকালেও আসানসোলের জন্য আমার নিশ্চয়ই একটা আলাদা স্নেহ এবং আলাদা একটা কি বলবো একটা রেসপন্সিবিলিটি, সেটা আমি সম্পূর্ণ কাঁধে নিয়ে চলবো। অনেক কাজ ওখানে চলছে অ্যাজ এন এমপি, যেগুলো আমি শুরু করেছিলাম, ব্রিজ, হসপিটাল, সেগুলো আমি যাব দেখব, এবং সেগুলো যাতে কারেক্টলি হয়, শেষ হয়, সেটার জন্য রাজ্য সরকারের একটা ভূমিকা থাকে, সেটা ত্বরান্বিত করব। बहुत अच्छा लगा। बहुत हंसमुख फादर फिगर है, जो भी कहूँ मैं, बहुत बड़े भाई जैसे भी कहूँ, बहुत हंसमुख मिले, बातचीत किए, उनके अनुभव और मेरी बात जो उनको मेरी बात भी सुने, बहुत अच्छा लगा। हाँ, दिल भारी तो थोड़ा सा होना चाहिए, है भी, क्योंकि पॉलिटिक्स में था नहीं, मेरी शुरुआत बीजेपी से ही हुई थी। मैं बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमारे अध्यक्ष जी अमित शाह जी। उस वक़्त जब मुझे टिकट दिया गया रामदेव जी के साथ, वो मुलाकात के बाद मेरे पे कॉन्फिडेंस रखा, जो मैं बोला था कि 1 सीट जरूर जीतूंगा बीजेपी के लिए, तो राजनाथ सिंह जी ने मेरे पे भरोसा रखा था। स्वामी रामदेव जी के बगैर पॉलिटिक्स में मेरी एंट्री नहीं होती थी अगर वो मेरे पे कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं रखते। उनको मैं नमन करता हूँ। हरिद्वार में जाके उनको मिलूंगा भी, फ़ोन पे ये बातें होती नहीं है।
14 tribal Hohos of Nagaland have asked the Naga political groups to refrain from engaging in confrontation and violence against each other. The tribal Hohos issued a statement on October 19, Tuesday. The 14 tribal Hohos of Nagaland condemned the recent act of violence, the statement said, adding that violence has no place in the society, as it is not only creates more misunderstanding but also brings about division which may hamper the ongoing Naga political process, the statement said. The Hohos have appealed to all the Naga political groups to exercise restraint from any sort of physical confrontation and acts of violence. The 14 Hohos hoped that the groups would take note of their appeal to maintain peace and tranquility in the state and in all its societies. The Supreme Court will on Wednesday hear the case relating to the October 3 violence in Lakhimpur Kheri, where 8 persons, including 4 farmers, were killed during a farmers' protest. A bench of Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana and Justices Suryakant and Hima Kohli will hear the matter tomorrow, as 2 lawyers had written a letter seeking a high-level judicial inquiry, also involving the CPI, in the incident. The apex court had on October 8 expressed dissatisfaction over steps taken by the Uttar Pradesh's government in the killing of 8 persons. 10 people, including Ashish Mishra, son of Union Minister of State for Home Affairs and Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP MP Ajay Kumar Mishra Teni, have been arrested so far in connection with the case. The top court had said it is not satisfied with the action taken by the Uttar Pradesh government in the Lakhimpur Kheri violence, and also questioned the state on why accused Ashish Mishra was not arrested so far. Ashish Mishra had allegedly mowed down farmers with his car. The police had served a notice to Mishra and summoned him for questioning. Manipur celebrated the 130th Raising Day of Manipur Police at the parade ground of the 1st Battalion of Manipur's Rifles on October 19, with Chief Minister N. Biren Singh as the chief guest of the celebration. Cabinet ministers, members of the Legislative Assembly and other top officials attended the function. During the occasion, the Chief Minister took salute from 16 parade contingents. Speaking during the occasion, N. Biren Singh wished officials of the Manipur Police Department and appreciated the state forces for their dedicated and disciplined services in maintaining law and order and security of the public. He said that all the sections of the people should respect and honor police personnel, as the latter had always been rendering services as and when needed in every circumstances. stating that law and order of the state had considerably improved with efficient functioning of the police department. He added that the public can now feel free and safe anywhere across the state. Mentioning the role of police in the successful implementation of the war against drugs campaign of the state government, the chief minister maintained that the narcotics and affairs of border of Manipur police had been functioning to completely root out the menace of drugs in the state. The government will not compromise with any anti-national elements which would hinder the development of the state and will take all necessary actions according to the law of the land, he added. The chief minister also gave away awards, trophies and commendations to police officers during the occasion. The chief minister also released a souvenir highlighting the various achievements of the Manipur Police Department during the past 1 year. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan expressed concern over unseasonable rain that damaged crops in the state. Due to untimely rains, crops of farmers got damaged in some parts of the state, and I want to assure all to not worry at all. I've given instructions for the survey. A survey will be done to assess the damage and relief will be provided to farmers, said CM Chauhan. Madhya Pradesh CM also announced subsidy of over Rs 20,700 crore in electricity to the consumers in the state. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Tuesday flagged off 5 Modi vans under Bharatiya Janata Party's Seva Hi Sangdan program, commemorating Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 20 years as an elected representative. Women-run markets in Manipur opening up after a long gap of COVID-19 pandemic suffered heavy business losses. Staple items at women markets, which comprise mainly of handmade traditional Manipuri women's dresses and handicrafts, are being replaced by machine-made items bought from outside the state. Talking to media persons at Women Market No. 1, which is called Limarial Sidapi Ima Market, Women Market President Thingu Jamrani said that since the opening of market post-pandemic period, business and indigenous products have been drastically affected as machine-made goods, which are low in quality but cheaper in pricing, are abundantly available in the shops of nearby marketplaces. Although Women's Market called Ima Market has a historical significance to the state, it is now on the verge of extinction in the near future if people fail to give it a boost. Business is very low, and if the situation continues, no woman will be ready to sell the goods at the Ima Market, Rani said. Giving ultimatums to shops selling cheap, low quality products nearby, Thingu Jamrani said if the municipality and other authorities fail to take necessary measures, they will start picketing such products, and if any untoward incident happens, the state government should take the responsibility for it. The state government had been continuously taking steps to contain COVID-19 cases in the past 2 years. The situation has drastically affected the business of the Ima kettle because it is always the first to close down and almost the last one to open up for business. Thingu Jamrani said female vendors at 3 markets have suffered irreparable business losses, and the matter seems to be getting worse with every single day that they now feel women-run markets will not exist in the future. HornbillTV visited the women's market and found that although women are still selling the same goods they used to during the pre-pandemic times, customers' arrival has drastically decreased. In the post-pandemic time, all the 3 Ima markets used to be full of customers.
Tanggal logo la azu, mokam kita pula, logo la azu, soraki dia logo kami la azu, kerja ini nai ngai kami logo maya karam macam je, ini tak lepas, bukan ini loy no kurang kurang, ini tu ini loy ni pun ini khabar ada. Sini malam malam kerja ni sistematik, kami level lekter no boleh kurang kurang tahu kerja, ada pesayau tak jadi kanan no kerja sama macam thang, kamu boleh kerja. Sini malam malam kerja ni sih berapa. Ada yang mungkin kerja ni muasir na, mesti orang berapa tu, sini apa yang kami bilang dah. aduna akoina nahan asi haidam misidagi moine yoliba na keten mangde yoliba ko yoli pote jing helung de pote inje moi makata na judak ta leti ro pagi reno masri makata na moine param to poti mo to ma punda dai to moi dukan sama sana ku de ni aduna mo ko no piketen wanda kami bin mai ben kudimba masagi license ba ka holder oi bani ki hane ma pa ka ken hang ya de ma pa no
Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Tuesday asserted that the party will take steps towards women empowerment in Uttar Pradesh. Addressing a press conference, she said, "Women's empowerment is our motto. Women will be empowered only when they get the rights, when they get a stake in politics. Steps will be taken towards women's empowerment. Now women will also get a share in politics." Women power has an important role to play in the progress of the country and society. Congress is going to fulfill the promise of women empowerment. Women are going to get a political stake here, she said. Months ahead of Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections, the Congress party has decided that it will give 40% of the total election tickets to women in the state. The Congress party has decided that it will give 40% of the total election tickets to women. These tickets will be given on the basis of merit and not just on the basis of caste or religion, she said. She added, the decision is for those Allahabad University girls who voiced their concerns that the rules in the university are different for men and women there. For the girl who urged me to set a patshala during my Ganga Yatra, for the girl named Paro who she met in Prayaganj and dreamed of becoming a politician, for the woman in Chandoli who dreams of becoming a pilot, for the Unnao case affected victims, Hatra case affected victims, for the Lakhimpur Kheri girl who dreamed of becoming a prime minister. That's all.